Hi everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about input impedance of a open circuited transmission line. Input impedance of a open circuited transmission line. If the length of the transmission line is open circuited at the far end or loading terminals, the input impedance may be determined from the general expression. So what is the general expression or basic expression of the input impedance of a transmission line? Zs is equal to Z naught into Z cos HPL plus Z naught sin HPL by Z naught cos HPL plus Z sin HPL. So this is the general expression of a input impedance of a transmission line. So using this expression, calculate input impedance of a open circuited transmission line at the far end. So in this equation, dividing numerator and denominator by ZR, we get Zs is equal to Z naught into cos HPL plus ZR by Z naught sin HPL by Z naught by ZR cos HPL plus sin HPL. So when the line is open circuited, when the end of the transmission line load and terminal is open circuited, no current flows. If there is no current flows, hence the load impedance is infinity. So what is the impedance? Z is equal to voltage by current. At the end of the transmission line is open circuited, there is no current flow through the circuited and there is load impedance is infinity. In the above equation, input impedance of the expression substitute ZR is equal to infinity, we get the resultant expression Z0 by ZR. In the above term, Z0 by ZR is 0. So ZR is equal to infinity. Z0 by infinity. Z0 by infinity is 0. So applying this condition into above expression, the open circuited impedance or input impedance Zs or ZOC is equal Z0 into cos HPL plus 0 by 0 plus sin HPL. So that is equal open circuited impedance is equal Z0 into cos HPL by sin HPL. Cos HPL by sin HPL is tan HPL. So that is equal open circuited impedance ZLOC or Zs is equal Z0 cot HPL. So when the line is large, when the transmission line is large or the value of the propagation constant P is large, as in case of transmission line with high lossless transmission line, PL tends to infinity. PL tends to infinity. So PL tends to infinity, the open circuited impedance is equal to characteristic impedance of a transmission line. That is ZOC is equal to Z0. ZOC is equal to Z0. And see the animation of open circuited transmission line. So end of the transmission line is open circuited. This is the transmission line and the length of the transmission line is L, and this is the end of the transmission line. That end of the transmission line is open circuited. The end of the transmission line is open circuited. There is no current flows. If there is no current flows, hence the load impedance is equal to infinity. So that green color waveform indicates forward wave and red color waveform indicates backward wave and black color waveform indicates total voltages and standing waves. And what is the standing waves that will be discussed later on. What is the standing wave and what is the standing wave patterns that will be discussed later on. Next, coming to input impedance of a short circuited transmission line. If the end of the transmission line is short circuited, end of the transmission line is short circuited. If the end of the transmission line is short circuited, the voltage across the short circuited terminal is 0. VR is equal to 0. If VR is equal to 0, then the load impedance ZR is equal to 0. So calculate the input impedance of a short circuited transmission line. So this is the condition of the short circuited transmission line. End of the transmission line is short circuited. There is no load impedance. ZL is equal to 0 or ZR is equal to 0. And the load impedance is represented Z suffix R, Z suffix L. Z suffix R or Z suffix L is the load impedance. So the input impedance Zs is equal Z0 into Zs is equal Z0 into Zr cos HPL plus Z0 sin HPL by Z0 cos HPL plus Zr sin HPL. So in this equation, applying short circuited condition. End of the transmission line is short circuited. There is no voltage, PR is equal to 0 and load impedance Zr is equal to 0. After substituting Zr is equal to 0 in this equation, we get Zs is equal to Z0 into Z0 sin HPL by Z0 cos HPL. That is equal ZSC is equal, Z suffix SC is the short circuited impedance is equal Z0 into tan HPL. Z0 into tan HPL. When the line is large, transmission line is large or the lossless are high, the value of PL tends to infinity, hence short circuited impedance is equal to characteristic impedance of the transmission line. And see the animation of short circuited transmission line. For short circuited transmission line, the voltage across the short circuited transmission line is 0, hence load impedance ZR or ZL is equal to 0. Green color indicates forward wave, red color waveform indicates backward wave, and black color waveform indicates total voltage, and standing wave patterns. So what is the standing wave patterns? That will be discussed later on. Next, coming to input impedance of a lossless RF transmission line. Input impedance of a lossless RF transmission line. Lossless lines are ones. Lossless lines are ones in which at radio frequency inductive reactance is very much larger than the resistance and capacitive resistance is very much larger than the conductance. So that is at radio frequencies there is no resistance and there is no conductance compared to the inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. So that is R is equal to 0 and G is equal to 0. R is equal to 0 and G is equal to 0. For a lossless transmission line, there is no loss. Lossless transmission line means there is no loss. For a lossless transmission line, the attenuation constant alpha is equal to 0. So what is the propagation constant? The propagation constant is a complex quantity and it is given by P is equal alpha plus j beta. For a lossless transmission line or the radio frequency transmission line, there is no attenuation constant and the propagation constant P becomes j beta. The propagation constant P becomes j beta. Putting P is equal to j beta into input impedance of a basic transmission line expression. So what is the basic transmission line expression of the input impedance? Zs is equal to Z0 into Zr cos HPL plus Z0 sin HPL by Z0 cos HPL plus Zr sin HPL. So that is the basic expression of input impedance of a transmission line. In that equation, substitute lossless transmission line condition. So P is equal to j beta. So after substituting P is equal to j beta, this is the resultant expression. But we know that cos h j beta L is equal cos beta L and sin h j beta L is equal j sin beta L. Applying these conditions into above expressions, we get input impedance Zs is equal Z0 into Zr cos beta L plus Z0 j sin beta L by Z0 cos beta L plus j Zr sin beta L. So Zs is equal, in this equation RHSI numerator and denominator dividing dividing numerator and denominator by cos beta L, we get the input impedance ZS is equal Z0 into ZR plus J Z0 sin beta L by cos beta L. In the first term, cos beta L is cancelled. After dividing numerator and denominator by cos beta L, and the first term cos beta L is cancelled. Divided by Z0 plus J ZR sin beta L by cos beta L. Sin beta L by cos beta L is tan beta L. So that is equal, ZS is equal Z0 into ZR plus J Z0 tan beta L by Z0 plus J ZR tan beta L. So this is the equation of the input impedance for a lossless transmission line or radio frequency transmission line, where Z0 is the characteristic impedance, ZR is the load impedance, ZS is the input impedance of a transmission line, beta is the phase shift constant. The phase shift constant beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda. L is the length of the transmission line. Okay.